Alrighty, Duelist Kingdom action. Once again, the big five are taking on Bastion Misawa. So who would have thought we'd see a match between these two? Now the big five is a bit of a combination deck. It's a combination of all the deck leaders that were in the virtual arc. So Deep Sea Warrior, Judgeman, Robotic Knight, Jinzo, and Nightmare Penguin. Geysaboro Kaiba's cards aren't in it, and the big fives, the rest of their deck is based around cards that appeared in the Legendary Heroes arc when they were in the video game world. So there's Armed Ninja, for example. That was a card that appeared in there. I don't know why I put Yamadron in there, but it's a Goblin's Secret Remedy has just been played, 600 points. Shard of Greed was also played from Bastion as well. And One Day of Peace, okay. Oh, there's Great Moth. Now, the big five can summon that. They can summon that with the use of an equip card and Cocoon of Ultra Evolution. Great Moths, they came up. Sandstone was another random card that popped up in that episode as well. Armed Ninja is the one where Kaiba's like, Armed Ninja, I didn't program him into the game. Now, Sandstone might be one of the worst cards of all time. 1300 attack, 1600 defense, no effect, and 5 stars. And Yamadron is not far behind. As Hydrogeddon has come to the field, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon one from your deck. Very strong effect for Duelist Kingdom time. Now, Armed Ninja has been flipped up. That will destroy the Shard of Greed. It's only a 1600 attack, so it's not hugely broken. Bastion does not have a lot of strong monsters in his deck. His strongest is that 2800 Water Dragon, which is incredibly difficult to summon. So Bastion doesn't have a lot of high power monsters in his deck, so this is sort of like a compensation sort of thing for him, because 1600 is definitely not unbeatable. There's Cosmo Queen. And unfortunately for the big five, they have drawn an absolute shocking hand. Now, they do have plenty of lower level monsters, but they have just got very unlucky in this match. So far, they have not drawn as they would have liked. There's Carboneddon, so 6/6 is 32, so 4000 is coming off the big five here. Now, the big five probably won't win a lot of matches. Their deck isn't good. I built them out of the cards that were in the virtual arcs and their deck leaders. Like, they are just not going to be as strong as deck as the other players have been, but I wanted to include them just to pay a nod to that video game arc and the deck leaders that they... Oh, Castle of Dark Illusions. That will come in handy. The Castle of Dark Illusions was in the video game arc. It's where they had to fly up with Kiru, I think the Key Mace's name was. If I remember it right. Cabazols has come to the field, 1700. So Bastion got a lot of attack points on the field, but he won't be able to get through the Castle of Dark Illusions. Now, Judgeman potentially a choice here. There's Kurama. Kurama was one of the flying enemies that when they were flying towards the Castle of Dark Illusions on the magical flying ship. Kuramas were some of the enemies that were attacking them. So Kuramas are in there. I think Niratori's in there somewhere as well. Hydrogeddon under attack by the Judgeman. So the Judgeman was the deck leader of Johnson. There's also a card called Judge Lady as well, and actually has a pretty good effect. I can't remember exactly, I think it was called Judge Lady as well, but that'd be a great card for Johnson deck, which we'll do them individually at some point. I would like to, maybe for the Battle City tournament that follows this kind of format. As Wabaku now has been drawn by the big five. Thunder of Ruler flipped up from Bastion. So there'll be no battle phase for the big five. They could get Cosmo Queen to the field. Cosmo Queen did pop up in the video game episodes, it was one of the enemies. It was a strong one. Gate Guardian was in there as well, but I haven't added him because it's just impossible. Impossible to summon it. And the big five do not need any more high-level monsters, being Suijin, Kazujin, or Sanga. Not only that, Paradox Brothers already are being plagued by it and can't summon it themselves. So Rush recklessly played. Magic Jammer played in response. Cabazols would have been able to get over Judgeman there, but the big five were ready with Magic Jammer. So no good for Bastion. He's 1700 now, stuck in attack mode. Now what do you do here? Do you summon Cosmo Queen? There's two-headed King Rex. No, he's gone with two-headed King Rex. One of the enemies that were stalking around. If anything, a lot of the enemies that were stalking around were enemies that Yugi and Joey had to overcome during the Duelist Kingdom arc. The Great Moths that floated up from the forest, two-headed King Rex was in the wasteland. Castle of Dark Illusions, used by Panic, of course. The zombies came up against Joey, which were used by Bones. So the Big Five's deck is a little bit of a combination of all of the Duelist Kingdom, sort of like the protagonists, and no, not protagonists, antagonists. So Jurassic World was played. All dinosaur-type monsters gain 300 attack and defense. There was talk about taking that out of Bastion's deck and giving him Wasteland, but currently it is still in there. It's not helping him much here, though. He's completely on defense. There's all Megamorph. Now, Cosmo Queen has just been selected to come to the field. Now, the Big Five has got Megamorph. When your life points are lower, you can double your attack points. That's going to put Cosmo Queen at 5,800. Wow, that is not a small amount of attack points. In their fusion pile, they have got that five-headed dragon, which could be at 10,000 if I had Megamorph. It's very difficult to summon that, though. I don't think we ever will actually see that summoned. And the other one is the Labyrinth Tank, which was, again, in the episode as well. That was used by the Paradox Brothers as well. Gigatech Wolf and probably Beast King of the Swamps, because Cannon Soldier is banned and we can't have it in multiplayer on this game. As Armored Zombie now is drawn. That was one of the cards that Bones used, popped up in the video game arc. And it looks like Bastion maybe about to take a loss here. There's Liquid Beast. Buku was destroyed as well. And yes, all of these liquid formulas that Bastion has failed to concoct properly were his defenses. 5,800 has come off Bastion. It's a massive loss of points. Cosmo Queen now is halved. Still 1,450 though, which is decent. There's Blue Medicine. Another formula that Bastion concocted, maybe Hyper Hammerhead. That'll be at 1,800. And Waboku is flipped up. Now, Hyper Hammerhead, when that attacks something, if whatever attacked it or it attacked is still on the field, it goes back to a hand. So the Big Five, in theory, should still lose Cosmo Queen. Hyper Hammerhead, yes. Okay, that was good play. That was really good play. I mean, it's not going to matter. The Big Five still well in control of this match. And Bastion... Offerings to the Doomed. Okay, so... I mean, Yamadron could have come to the field. That would have been 1,600. Against 1,800, that would have been 4 off. That would have... Either way, Bastion would have still lost. But... So the Big Five have taken this first match. And Bastion will have to win 2 in a row to get a season point. The Big Five... as winning the first match, they are in contention for their bonus point, if they can get hold of it. We saw a lot of bonus points very early in this round, but we haven't seen any recently. We don't want to see a lot of bonus points. We want to see a lot of 2-1 victories. We want the games to be competitive, and so far, I think they mostly have been really good. So Bastion and the Big Five will square off one more time. Battery Man AA Now this is the last match of round 2. Kicking off on round 3, it is Joey and Zane. Now that should be a good match. Probably a tough one for Joey to win, but you never know with Joey. His deck is so unpredictable. So I am very much looking forward to Joey and Zane. So Bastion starting off here. He's got Blue Medicine, he's got Fire Kraken, he's got Liquid Beast, he's got Cabazols, Mystical Space Typhoon. Pulling up on my screen, Panic and Jaden as well. Duke Devlin and Serenity, Johnny Steps and Mako, Rebecca vs Bones, Marek vs Kyber. So there's some great matches coming up in round 3. Absolutely great matches. Duke Devlin and Serenity. That's going to be interesting. I wonder if Duke Devlin will throw the match. Okay, Liquid Beast is destroyed by the two-headed King Rex. Now, Cabazolds is available and Fire Kraken is also available for Bastion. There's Carboneddon. Mystical Space Typhoon destroys. Oh, offerings to the doomed. Oh, if Bastion played Cabazolds first, he would have lost it. That was good play by Bastion. That was very switched on play. And he has managed to win control of the field now with his Cabazols. What does the Big Five have in response? Face down defense. And turn change. The Bastion absolutely must win this. Fire Kraken has come to the field, 1600, and Chain Energy has played now as well. So 500 life points for each player to pull a card to the field. And it is Clown Zombie, 0 defense, and Cabazols now 1700. That will cost the Big Five the ability to play 3 cards. Think of Chain Energy like that. So they're down to 6200. Bastion's at 8400. Chain Energy has been activated, so the Big Five are down to 5700. It's a face down spell or trap. That's another Carboneddon. Still 800 life points, so it'll cost Big Five a card. Actually, it'll cost them 2. When you look at the way the life point count is, 5700 going to 4900, because if they're left with 400 life points, they can't play. And the Big Five's face down card doesn't appear to be helping them. 1700. Another 800 here, that's going to leave the Big Five at 1600 and the ability to just play an additional 3 cards. While Chain Energy is on the field, it is basically checkmate for the Big Five here. Bastion at 7900. Doesn't look like he's going anywhere. Oh, 1 day of peace. He may get another turn. Draw fades, Jurassic World. Hydrogeddon's available as well. So Jurassic World is played. It gives a buffer to Bastion's field. Chain Energy activates again. Ooh, that's... I mean, the players don't have dark holes this time, so they can overcommit a little bit like this and not have such a drawback. But the Big Five are still in this. They have 1 turn, they have a draw. Can they do anything to get back into this one? Bastion has really piled on the pressure early. Big Five play Mystical Space Typhoon. It may be all but too late, but there goes Jurassic World. Big Five have just played their last card. It's Divine Dragon Ragnarok, which fortunately for them is only at 1500. They need 5 dragons to get their 5-headed dragon out. It'll be amazing if they do. It won't be in this one though. Frostosaurus now from Bastion. 2600. It's only 6 stars as well. That is super strong. Although Bastion, he did loot the first match, so despite his deck being okay, that's the great thing about this tournament. as I reckon anyone could beat anyone on their day. When we get to the end of the tournament, 1st and 32nd, I like to think that 32nd place could still defeat 1st place. Like, it could still end up 2-1, or that 32nd place could even win 2-1, could still win 3-0 against 1st place. That's how even we would like the tournament to be. That was one of the Naturia monsters. Again, another archetype as well. Bit of a later series, but... Alright, first to go for Bastion. It is 1-1. They have each won one game. They are both now just playing for the season point. Oh, Cocoon of Ultra Evolution is there? And Cocoon of Evolution. You would need Megamorph though. It's a very difficult thing to kind of summon, because the Big Five isn't based around an insect deck like Weevil is. Deep Sea Warrior, Dragon Zombie, One Day of Peace, Armored Zombie. And there we have Dragon Zombie come to the field. One Day of Peace is activated. He draws Killer Needle, a card played by Weevil. It's one of the insects that attacked. It's basically a bee drill. As the Rover is destroyed. Okay, turn change. Bastion now with 5 cards in hand. He's staring down a Dragon Zombie. He has played a face down defense, a face down spell or trap, and gone to his end phase. The Big Five will now take their turn. They've got Deep Sea Warrior. I think that's 1600, 1900. And he has gone for Cocoon of Evolution. Face down defense. Well, Thunder of Ruler was played, so the battle phase couldn't be done there. So the Big Five took the opportunity to up the defenses. Duoterion has just activated its effect. That's called a bonding card to Bastion's hand. Why didn't he tribute the face down? Unless that was a misclick, because the activate would have been above the summon. There's a tribute, and okay, he had another Duoterion. Okay, so it didn't matter. But you got to be careful with that on this game, activating effects, because they will default you above your summon where you're used to mashing A to summon your monster out. You can sometimes inadvertently activate an effect. Either way, bonding, maybe we'll see the Water Dragon in this one. There's Megamorph, which the Big Five do have. Oh, they could summon Great Moth here, but it's kind of like, because then you're going to lose your Megamorph. Oh no, there we go. They've played it on Armored Zombie. Oh, that's 1,000 points. So Armored Zombie will go back to 1,500. Oh, I don't know about that. It's because you could play Cocoon of Ultra Evolution with Killer Needle. But then again, if your life points go lower than Bastion again, your Armored Zombie will get back to 3,000. And, it's Oxygeddon. I don't know, that may not have been the best move from the Big Five. Oxygeddon in for the attack. Megamorph is gone because they could have still had the Great Moth on the field now. I get the thought process, but the Big Five, they may have thrown away one of their better monsters there in the Great Moth, because I think Megamorph is the only equip card they have. Either way, the match isn't over. It is far from over. Oxygeddon may be on the field. There's Hydrogeddon. Ooh, Bastion might be close to getting bonding to activate here. And the attack. The Cocoon of Evolution is still on the field though. 2,000 defense has held firm. The Big Five, they can still get their way back into this. They've drawn the Whiptail Crow, which is a 1650. They can get rid of that Hydrogeddon, which may be a good idea because Bastion maybe almost on the brink here to getting that 2,800 Water Dragon out. So 1650 with Whiptail Crow, and that's going to go after Hydrogeddon. Oxygeddon will be able to attack back, but Bastion has lost one of his attacking targets. Mathematician is played by Bastion, 1500. Does have a pretty good effect though. When this card is normal summon, you can send one level 4 or lower monster from your deck to the graveyard. When this card is destroyed by battle when sent to the graveyard, you can draw one card. It's restricted to 2 in a deck as well, Mathematician, but that's what Bastion is as well. He's a mathematician, he's a scientist. He's played One Day of Peace. Oh, Black Dragon Jungle King, or B-Dragon Jungle King. I'm sure it's been texted as Black Dragon Jungle King in other games. But that's a 2100. That's a good draw for the big 5. And there goes Whiptail Crow, but the Cocoon of Evolution is still available. So they may be able to get themselves back into this here. Oh, speak of what could have been on the field, it is a Great Moth, but there's 7 Tools of the Bandit available. Now, B-Dragon Jungle King. 2100. Used to fuse that on Forbidden Memories with a dragon and a plant. The 2100 was always a very useful fusion on that game too, especially early on in the game. But the big 5 now, they have the better monster. They have 7 Tools of the Bandit available as well. Almost even on life points, only 50 points between them. The face down defense from Bastion. There's Gigatech Wolf. And to influence the power of the jungle, the Killer Needle has come down to the field. A 1200 attack. And Fire Kraken was the defense. Good play by the big 5. They will take 1200 off Bastion. It'll leave him with 6150. Alright, 7300 plays 6150. And Bastion has thrown down a face down spell or trap. It is Hydrogeddon again. That will be able to destroy Killer Needle. May be able to activate. Oh, no, I think 2 of them might be in the graveyard. Killer Needle is destroyed. I think we were thinking about reducing them to 2 per deck, but in order for Bastion to ever activate Bonding, he needs as much chance to activate it as possible. There's Wabaku. He does have 7 tools, but has chosen not to activate it. In fact, the prompt didn't even come up, so the big 5 not concerned with Wabaku. They've just thrown down Magic Jammer. And have just set Gigatech Wolf in defense mode. So Wabaku's in effect, the attack won't work. Either way, Magic Jammer and 7 Tools of the Bandit both on the field for the big 5. Which is means there's a lot of defense against any back rank that Bastion will play. Oh, Monster Reborn. Now the big 5 will want to block that. Now they do have Magic Jammer. And Duotarian was selected. That's only 2000 though. Was there something else that was stronger that was... Unless, of course, Bastion has something in his hand. That's a bizarre play. He went for Monster Reborn. I guess the big 5 blocked it out of instinct, but 2000 of Duotarian wouldn't have been able to get over Black Dragon Jungle King. Unless Bastion has Jurassic World still in his hand and he just hasn't played it, or maybe he had Mask of Weakness, or Maybe there's something in his hand which he was going to play that Duotarion with. Obviously, we can't see what's in Bastion's hand. Unless there's an effect of Duotarion, I don't remember, but either way, I mean, it was probably instinct for the Big Five to just block Monster Reborn, stop Bastion getting... Unless he wanted to protect his life points and he was going to bring it back to attack the one card, the other card that Bastion had down, the Gigatech Wolf, to try and reduce attack targets because maybe Bastion just doesn't have anything else to play. I think that other card in his hand, I think that might be Bonding. I think he drew that earlier, didn't he? So maybe Bastion was just trying to get something going with that Monster Reborn because he had no other option. If you have no other option, you might as well fight until the bitter end. And now, possibly seeing the Judge Man once again here. And we will. Two-Headed King Rex is tributed. It's not looking good for Bastion. It looks like the Big Five. I'm surprised by that. It looks like the Big Five might actually pick up the win against Bastion. Out of the two decks, I would say that Bastion has the better deck. Oh, then again, maybe not. Maybe not, but that's exactly what we wanted this tournament to be. Bastion will have one more turn. He's only got 2 cards, and I do believe one of them is Bonding. And he's not going to get over this amount of attack. He's thrown down a defense, and it looks as if the Big Five will pick up a win. Their quest to take over Kyber Corp is one step closer. Garma Sword was drawn. It's a 2550 attack. Just a ritual that no one ever used, so we threw it in for the Big Five. So the Deep Sea Warrior has come to the field. That was a deck leader, so just a bit of a nod there. It was Oxygeddon. Damn, Bastion would have been very close to being able to use Bonding, but he didn't. And the Big Five have taken the win. Well, that was a good win by the Big Five. Love them or hate them, they do have a very interesting deck. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. This match has concluded, and that does conclude round 2 out of 32. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for leaving all the comments as well. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.